Surprise, surprise, here I am. Good morning. Happy Sunday. So, Sunday is my day where I usually really get on my yoga mat and have just not just that body awareness, but really kind of thinking about my week ahead, thinking about how I want to show up in the world this week. And this is my favorite month to teach a theme, and I tend to teach in themes by the month. So, in August, we talked about the abundance of our life. July, we were all about our freedom, which, as we learned, the only true freedom that we have is how we think and how we love. And then so forth beyond every month. Prior to that, there's always a theme. And this month's theme is the foundation. And I think it's a great time to come back to kind of really figuring out what sustains us, who we are, not the labels that we have been placed upon us or that we've created ourselves, but the essence of who we are. What are the values that sustain us? And the roots of our tree, much like that tree, have to be very deep. Otherwise, when life shows up, we don't handle it. We get outside of our values. We make decisions and have thoughts, behaviors, actions, and words that just don't align with the essence of our truth. So the first step is to find what sustains you. Like the foundation of your home, there are four main walls. I like to believe that she has four main roots that are the things that she holds deepest in her heart. The things that when life gets stormy, your house is not going to crumble because you have a strong foundation. So, some of the values that, and I have a list of 100 values if you would like to just kind of explore that and what does that mean to you, get some ideas. I can send you a copy of a list of 100 values that I kind of refer to. One of my main values is service. And if I'm outside of service in how I show up in the world, whether it's helping a neighbor or doing the work that I do, if I'm doing it strictly for profit, then I'm outside of my alignment. And so service is really important to me. Faith is very important to me. Positivity, having a good outlook in life. So if I wake up and I'm just seeing all the negative in my life, I know that I'm not living in my value. And when life shows up, because it does, then I can fall back on the positivity that I carry so deep in my heart. And so um, it's just good to know. And we all have our own values and our own roots that sustain us when life shows up. And I just think it's really important. So this month, we'll talk a lot about how to discover those and why they're important. We'll do a lot of practice that's very grounding, sturdy, strong poses. And then next month, we dip into alignment. Now that we've identified our values, how am I truly living in alignment with those? And then the postures that will kind of dovetail with that theme will be very alignment based. So look for that in October, but let's figure out what our values are. I will tell you the 31 days of yoga ended on Tuesday. I haven't been on a yoga mat since then, and my body is feeling it. So I'm happy to be back. I probably won't be recording every Sunday session, but with this being the first Sunday of the month, I really wanted to offer this to you in terms of looking at your foundation. September's a great time. Schedules have maybe changed, holidays are coming. Who are you? How are you going to navigate the last quarter of this year? And can you navigate it based on your values? That's where we're going. All right, I'm going to get on my mat. I'm so stiff today. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. What happens when you have a consistent yoga practice for 31 days and then you don't? All right, we're going to start in my favorite position. Feet are to the left. My weight of my body is on my right cheek. I'm going to plant my right hand and reach my left arm up to the sky. Nice and slow. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. Beautiful day. Up we go. We're gonna take a side bend, same position with the legs, but drop your left hand, and reach your right arm to the sky. Some people call this a little mermaid. You can even take your left arm and sweep it around your torso. Feels pretty and nice. And then drop your right hand. We're gonna stay on this side. We're gonna get bigger. Up we go. Cross your arm if you'd like, and sweep your right arm up and over. One more time. Right arm goes down, left arm goes up, left arm goes up. Take the breath. Right arm goes to the sky. And then I'm going to bring both hands around to my right thigh and spin on around. Just feel that opening through the hip. Wind your body back to center. Take your left leg now, and we're going to sweep it up and around. Place the left foot over the outside of the right thigh. So coming into a little hip opener cow face pose. It's very, very difficult for that left cheek to want to lower, especially when your body's super tight. So I'm going to just hold on to my left knee, and I'm just going to drop that hip. I'm just rocking a little bit. And the reason why I'm rocking is I'm just giving the message to my body. I'm not going to push you into pain. I'm not going to push you into pain. I'm going to ease you into this. Just a couple more rocks. Okay. And then bring your left hand behind you. Lift up your left cheek even higher. Okay. And then see if you can slowly sink that left cheek down. It's tough. Okay. Take your left leg and straighten it out. Right knee stays bent. Whew. Turn your torso towards your left leg and just drape your body down. It's an interesting thing to live with pain. And what do you do with that, right? Okay, turn your torso back. We're going to spin one more time to the right. So some of you know that I live with pain. I am working very hard to watch my thoughts and words around pain. Bring your knees behind you and switch sides. Now the weight of my body's on my left cheek. I try to not say I have pain. Instead, I am the observer of somebody who I am living with pain. Okay, it's just a little logistical, linguistic twist. Plant your left hand, right arm goes up. I try not to say I have chronic pain. Instead, I say I live with chronic pain. Up we go. And that some of that labels, if you read my blog post on these principles to live by, which is the theme of September, then you'll see that there is a post linked to that post about labels. Left arm goes down, right arm goes up. Okay, sometimes we label ourselves as something and then we identify as that. I choose to not identify as somebody with a diagnosis of chronic pain. Rather, I am a beautiful, 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 strong soul that happens to live with pain. See the difference? One more time. Bring both hands on around. Look over your left shoulder. Come back to center. Here's that cow face. We're going to try it on this side. Right knee comes up and over, and see if the right cheek wants to lower. Okay, so find a little bit of that rocking motion. Just nurture your body. Don't ever push it to be something that it's not ready to be, and it may never. Okay, bring your right hand behind, provide a little bit of support, lift up your right cheek, and then see if you can gently lower the right cheek. Okay, notice how it eases in when we don't force it in, like forcing a circle into a square, right? It's never going to happen. Take your right leg out, spin your torso towards your right leg, and just lean. So part of watching how I identify with what's going on in my body has to go back to my values, right? It goes back to my positivity, to my inner strength. Strength is very important to me. Determination, diligence, accountability, all of those executing type values come back up. We're going to spin to the left. I'm not one to wake up in the morning and have so much pain that I do nothing, that I sit around and wallow in it. Instead, I say, okay, today pain is very, very present. What am I going to do? Flip on over to all fours. And what I'm going to do today is get on my yoga mat. I'm going to dip into my root system. That is perseverance. Puff up your chest, drop your chin. Lower your belly, lift your heart, lift your nose, find your breath. I'm going to come into my faith. I'm going to do something for someone else today to get out of my own stuff. So I pick some veggies out of my garden and take it to my neighbor. Just keep going. And when I do those things, I'm living in my values. I'm not denying the pain. I'm not denying that there are hard days, but I'm choosing to redirect my energy into something that aligns with my values. Suffering does not align with my values. One more. Come back to all fours. Tuck your pretty toes. Lift your hips up to the sky. Okay, maybe wiggle out your hips. Do what feels good to you. Come forward to a push-up and just feel that strength in your shoulders. Exhale, downward facing dog. Two more like that. Inhale, roll forward. Feel the strength. Exhale, downward facing. You got one more. Walk your hands to your feet. Nice and slow. Just let your upper body drape over your legs. Maybe swing and twist side to side. Just thinking about yourself here. And maybe asking yourself, what is one of my roots? What is something that is so important to me that I will not sacrifice that value? My soul, my spirit, slowly rise up. When you get to the top, turn your shoulders, turn your palms, and close your pretty eyes. We're going to take a little bit of pranayama just to get present. So splitting the body from the waist. On your inhale, you're going to fill up the upper body, let it get buoyant. Lift your shoulders maybe towards your ears, pop up your heart. And on your exhale, breathe down through your legs, through your feet, and imagine little tiny roots growing in the soles of your feet. Fill up your body on your inhale, let your heart rise. Breathe down into your legs, through your feet, through your roots. Two more like that. Elevate the heart. Getting present in the body. One more. Circle your arms to the sky. Welcome in this beautiful first Sunday of September. Exhale, swan dive forward. We've got a season changing. All around us will be changing. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward folds. Rebuild the spine. So as we move through these changes, drop your shoulders, turn your palms, exhale, inhale, circle. How will you stay strong and not weather through those storms and through those changes where you topple over like a tree with no roots? Just keep going, roll the spine up. You know where we're going. Turn your shoulders, drop your hands down by your side. One more, inhale up. Exhale, swan dive, sun on my face. Feels so beautiful, peaceful morning. Halfway lift and a fold. We're going to add on right leg steps way back, left knee bends. Drop your right knee, circle the arms to the sky. Low crescent lunge. Press your right hip forward. Feel that. Lift your heart. Take a breath. On your exhale, hands find the ground. Left arm is going to spin up, turning towards your bent left leg. We're going to be here for a breath. Lift on your inhale, spin on your exhale. Reach back up, return your left hand, tuck your right toes, low lunge, step forward, right leg lifts, standing split-ish. Feet come together, forward fold. Inhale to rise. Turn your palms, drop your shoulders, circle on up. Exhale, swan dive. We're going to do that to the other side. Take a halfway lift and a fold. This time, left foot steps way back. Drop your left knee. Circle the arms up, low lunge. Capture your hands together, press your left hip forward, lift your heart. On your next exhale, hands return, left hand stays, right arm reaches. We're going to take a breath, reach. And on your exhale, spin the heart. Inhale back up. Exhale, return the right hand. Tuck your back toes. Step into your right foot, left leg lifts. Feet come together and we fold. Slowly rise. I'm going to turn towards the long edge of my mat. Coming into star pose. Look at that. That's so cool. There's the sun. There I am. Okay. Circle on up. Grab your left wrist. Pull over. Come back. You can see just through, if you joined me through August, the beginning of the month, it was very, very bright. And now we're coming into that kind of almost fallish kind of feel. All right, check it out. We're going to just shimmy on those hips a little bit. Bend your knees. Begin to straighten the leg. And then take your right arm down. It's called sundial, appropriate. I'm trying to get my head right. Left arm goes up and over. Okay, here we go. We're going to switch like a clock. Left arm goes down, right arm goes up. Switch again. Right arm goes down, left arm goes up. Beautiful. Take a couple more. Feels so nice just to be back. Opening up my body, moving my body, feeling her grace, right? Here's the deal. 2 more. Had I not opted to choose to get on the mat today, I would have only felt the sensation of pain. Straighten your legs, lower your arms. Now that I've been on the mat 10, 15 minutes, my energy has shifted from, oh, I feel so much pain, to I feel so graceful. I feel alive. I feel fantastic. Turn your left toes. Let's find some warrior action. Okay, so we're going to start with the left knee. You're going to look at your left hand, left arm to the sky, reverse your warrior. Find side angle, left arm down, right arm up and over. Try that again. Reverse warrior. Side angle. Left arm down, right arm up and over. 2 more. Reverse your warrior. Feel that strength and yet incredible grace in the body. 1 more. Up we go. And down we go. Come back to warrior 2. Rise up, turn towards the long edge of your mat. Bring your hands to heart center and just close your eyes for a moment before we switch sides. Take a breath. Breathe down into those strong, strong legs that sustain you. Turn your right toes. Let's find warrior 2 right side. Bend your right knee. Wowie zowie. All right, it doesn't matter because you know where we're going. Flip your right hand, right arm to the sky. Reverse warrior. Right arm down, left arm up and over. Side angle. Reverse your warrior. Side angle. Let your arms be not so rigid. Let your legs be what is holding your body in stillness and strength as your arms just move. 1 more. Reverse your warrior. And side angle. Fantastic. Up we go. Find that star shape. Okay, extend the arms. Push to the outer edges of the feet. And then lower your arms. Turn your toes out. Fingers go to the outside. Thumbs go to the inside. Push your thighs apart. Really open the legs. Sink a little bit lower on your horse. Lean forward. Drop your left shoulder. Turn and look over your right. Come back to center. Drop your right shoulder. Look left. Come back. And inhale to rise. We're going to find ourselves coming into pyramid pose. So I'm going to turn towards the left foot. Bring my right foot in. I'm going to adjust this just a tiny bit. It's getting a little sunny, a little bit crazy. We'll see if we can change it up a bit. Okay, a little bit better. Okay, left foot's in front, right foot's in back. My hips are square to the front. Okay, I'm looking forward. Put your hands on your hips just so that you can make sure that you're going to tilt that pelvis up and back, and then aim your nose towards your left toes. You can lower your hands, pull your left cheek back, drop your knee to your nose. You should feel a nice stretch for the hamstring. Pull the left cheek back. So important. Both legs are straight-ish. One more breath. And then we inhale to rise. All we're going to do is pivot on our heels and go to the right side. Take your hands back to your pelvis, your hips. You're going to tilt it forward and then tilt it down. Aim your nose towards your right toes. Hands can travel to the mat. Nose to the right knee and pull the right cheek back. Pull the right cheek back. Take a breath. Pull it back. One more. Rise on up. And then we're going to have a seat on the mat. Okay, so we're going to come back to where we began on the mat. Soles of your feet are going to come together. We're going to create that butterfly. Okay, so my hips are a little bit cranky today. So I'm just going to give them a, just like we did when we were trying to get to that cat face pose, just giving a little bit of a wiggle and see if that changes the sensation of tightness. Okay, just like you know how water moves around those boulders in the river, a little bit of movement can get us from being stuck. Let's try cow face again. Left heel is going to come over to the right cheek. Right foot comes up and over. Okay, so let's just see if our body responded to the movement. My right hip, much easier to get down on the mat. I'm actually pretty even, which feels nice. Okay, our hands are going to clasp around the right knee. Drop your chin to your chest. And then we're going to play with the arms today. Circle your arms up to the sky. And then take your left arm and wrap it behind you. Your right hand is going to bend down, elbow bends, and you're going to grab the fingers. I'm going to spin around. Okay, so right elbow to the sky, clasp your hands. If you're not able to clasp your hands, you can grab onto your shirt. That's totally fine. Or you can just bring your hand down and rest your left hand somewhere on your back. Okay, it all is about shoulder anatomy, not ability. Okay, so let's get on in there to cow face. Emma's here to join us. Don't do that. All right, here she is. All right, elbow high to the sky. Take a breath. Empty the breath. One more. And then unclasp the hands and let's take cow face to the other side. Check out our hips. See how we did. Okay. Ooh, left foot up and over. Right heel is over by the left cheek. Let's see if she can come down. A little bit better. Okay. Left hip still doesn't want to get there. That's okay. I'm just going to find an easy seat here. Arms go up. This time left is in the sky. Right hand wraps. Bend your left elbow. Find your fingers or take your shirt or nothing. Okay, it doesn't really matter. Left elbow to the sky. Lift your heart. Should be a nice stretch. Take a breath. Empty the breath. One more. Unclasp the hands. And we're going to open up our legs a little bit wider, okay? A little bit wider. Knees are going to go to the sky. Arms go to the inside. Grab onto your feet. Press your thumb into your instep. Then pull your chest forward. Then round your chest in. And just come into this wide, open leg, bent knee fold. You can take your elbows and kind of push away the knees, pulling the belly in, looking at your heart, closing your eyes, letting your head hang. And then slowly rise up. You can finish your practice in a way that feels great for you. Maybe that's laying on your mat for a while. Maybe it's just sitting in silence. Maybe it's taking a few twists, things like that. But as we move into September, really be thinking about what it is in your spirit, the foundation of who you are that sustains you through the storms of your life. What is the thing that you fall back on time and time again? Is that a positive outlook? Is it gratitude? Gratitude is one of my 4 basic foundational walls. And then as you go through the month, think about the steadiness in which you're living those values. Where and in everyday situations are you stepping back into those roots, standing through all the changes, all the storms, all the unknowns that life sometimes brings us? And are you living that value? For me, gratitude, service, positivity, discipline, those are very, very important to me. So while my body was in tremendous pain prior to getting on my mat, my discipline, my service to myself, my gratitude for my body to be able to do these things has taken this over-consuming amount of pain and has moved it aside. It's still there. She's hanging out with me today, but she's not the primary. Okay. And that's where we know we're living in our values. So have a beautiful September. If I don't see you again, which hopefully there'll be a couple more of these as we go through the month. I won't be recording every day or every time I come on the mat, but happy first Sunday of September, and make it a beautiful day. Make it a beautiful day. And I'll see you very, very soon.